Yo, if you're in the chat with us over here on Twitch, I see Anto and I see Taryn already getting live in the chat. Welcome in for the first time. Yes, some things have changed, and I will explain what those things are very shortly. But if you're in the chat, it's the same thing. Hit exclamation mark submit if you want to skip. If you want to submit your music, hit exclamation mark skip if you want to skip the queue. Though you'll notice that the skip queue instructions have slightly changed, which I will get to very shortly. Let's just make sure we get this in the Discord first, though, and get all of our people in here. If you're with us right now in the chat, let us know what you've been up to over the weekend. What are you excited about this week? How are you doing? Let us know in the chat. We're gonna get going very, very shortly. Jacques, what's going on? Bonjour. Asa, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome back to the chat. I just put this in the Discord, so we're gonna get some of our people in here. But what's going on? Welcome in. Hey, happy Monday. I hope you had a good weekend. Let us know what you got up to in the chat. I had a good weekend. I was chilling, honestly. Blake, what's going on? We're live on Twitch right now. Donnie Boy, welcome in for the first time. It's great to have you. If you guys want to learn how to submit your music, make sure you hit exclamation mark submit. And if you want to skip the queue, I will explain how that all works. So, things have changed a little bit, guys. I've been kind of talking about this and teasing this in this stream for a while. But we have switched. So we're using a different platform now to kind of collect all of our submissions and also help me build the priority skip queue. We are still going to keep some of the same mechanics. So every 5 priority subscriber submissions, we will bump somebody up from the chat for free at random using the spinning wheel, which right now is set up for the free consultation giveaway. But you guys will see me kind of going through this queue as well. So right now, if you exclamation mark submit, it's going to bring you to this. This is real. This is where I'm taking submissions now, just for everybody who's looking at it and thinking, what the fuck is this? This is new. So shout out to my guy, Eddie Mick. Your sub renewed, does that still count? I did not think about that yet. So, yes, it does. Yes, it does. And I'm going to have to figure out how that works. I've added you to the queue for now, which I can do myself manually. So, yes, it will still count, but it's going to be something that I'll have to figure out how we work around that. So I haven't figured that out yet, but yes, if you are automatic resubscriber here on Twitch, let me know when you have your free skip for the month, and I will figure that out as we go and talk to the guy who founded this. Because what I was saying is Eddie Mick, who founded this company, Nero, he's actually a member of our community as well. So he was kind of like an OG member of our community, and he's been watching a bunch of music streams and figured some things could be smoother. And so he built this company called Nero, which is specifically for us music streamers at the moment, to build our queues and also take our paid skip queue lines as well. So all of this to say, if you hit exclamation mark submit, it's going to bring you here to Nero. This is where you want to submit your music. So instead of us doing the priority subscriber submission, so it used to be you subscribe, you hit the sub on Twitch, you get bumped up into the priority queue, right? We're not doing that anymore. So if you have not subscribed, please don't. I mean, you can if you still want to, but it's technically not how we're keeping the queue managed anymore. So please make sure you read the instructions here. Basically, the paid skip queue costs $5 now, which is actually cheaper than the Twitch subscription. Twitch upped the subscription price, and I just didn't love it. So instead, we're using Nero now so we can bring the price back down to $5. If you pay $5, it bumps you up into our priority queue, which you can see here is marked in green. You'll also see the top 3 in the queue right here. Always this window will be open. If you do multiple spends, you'll get bumped up multiple slots, which is the same way that we did it before. You can also bump up multiple songs if you just do a new song submission every time if you want to do it that way and submit multiple songs, get multiple songs bumped up, but that's totally up to you. I really just changed it over here so we can bring the price down and make it just a little bit more affordable. But like I said, every 5 priority subscriber submissions, so once we get to Houston by DQ Rogers, we'll go to our spinning wheel, we'll go to our list of songs here, I'll pull them up, and we'll put them in the spinning wheel and we'll spin the wheel, and whoever gets hit with the spinning wheel is going to get bumped up. So the rest of the stream is going to be the same, but the paid skip queue thing is changing. So just keep your eyes open for that. Keep your ears open for that. If you want to get bumped up into the priority queue, again, just make sure that you're doing everything in Nero now, because it's just cheaper. That was it. That was the big thing. I just wanted to move over here so I could bring the price down so it wasn't $8 or $9 or whatever the fuck it is for Twitch now. Because like that's chill, but like $5 is more chill in my opinion. So if you want to submit, again, hit the link in my bio if you're on Instagram. Come join us on Twitch if you aren't already. And if you're on Twitch, it's the same. !submit, !skip. Those things will tell you how to get bumped up in the queue, guaranteed play before the end of the stream, and how to submit your music, all right? So just make sure you follow those instructions as we're going. We got 39 submissions so far. It is going to be harder for me. Yes, Ravon, I see yours, so it did come through. But yeah, like I said, look, like this is the queue right now. We got like 40 songs roughly. Technically 40, though it says 39. We got 40 submissions. So we'll try and get through as many as we can. But like I said, if you are joining us, just make sure you hit !skip. That is going to explain how you get bumped up into the priority queue, which you'll see the queue marked in green here on the window next to me. I'll be able to see the rest of the queue. You'll be able to see where you are in the queue, which is also really nice, especially for all the people who are asking me what's going on. Monthly subscriber, yeah, if you are a monthly subscriber, please let me know. Like I said, that is going to be switching a little bit. So from now on, we'll be doing everything through Nero. Shout out to Mick Mason in the chat. This is his thing. And I'm pretty excited to use it this time and just try it out for the stream. So yeah, if you do have any questions, feel free to ask in the chat. Mick is here, and he'll be, sorry, I keep wanting to call you Eddie. Mick, Eddie, ask him the questions in the chat. He'll be able to ask you and answer any questions about this. Yeah, so new info. If you want to submit your music, we're now using a different submission form through a company and platform called Nero, which will make it a little bit easier for all of us to submit music and for me to build the queue in real time as we're streaming. And if you want to skip the queue and get bumped up, and get bumped up into the priority queue, just make sure that you're submitting in Nero, and then also you can do your spend there too. So it's only $5 now. We brought the price down from whatever it was before. Elijah, I'm not seeing your submission come through yet on the form, so just make sure that you have submitted in there, okay? And yeah, if you are a monthly subscriber on Twitch, I'm gonna have to figure out how that's gonna work, but basically it still counts. You'll just have to let me know if you are a monthly subscriber and you have a free bump for the month, and I'll go find you in the forum, I guess, and bump you up, because I'm gonna have to figure that out. And maybe that's something for you, Eddie, further down the line. That's also like a me thing, because I gotta transition people over. But yeah, so he can manage it for me. So Elijah is the only one that needs to get bumped up into the priority queue right now. But if anybody does come in and they need to get bumped up, please just let us know. I can find a list, I think. I don't know who's an automatic subscriber, but I'll try and figure that out. Once we get off of stream today, I'll kind of dive into that information and try and figure it out before Thursday. But for everybody who's new in the chat right now, just make sure you submit using this form right here in the chat. And if you want to skip the queue, just know that all happens in Nero, so you'll be able to do it there now instead of doing subscribing or gifting a sub. Paid the skip, but don't know how it works. If you paid for the skip, you should be in my queue. That's how that works. Yep, I see you right here, Jacques, number 11 in the queue. So we'll start with those. But like I said, every 5 of these submissions, we'll still bump somebody up at random using the spinning wheel, and we'll keep that. But we are starting today with our free consultation giveaway. So, one, I'm very close to the Best of Twitch playlist for 2024. It's almost done. I'm just working on the actual, sequencing of it, because that's something that I really care of. So yeah, you guys can see where you are in line on the site. Everything is happening in Nero now. So everything as far as submissions and paid skips is happening in Nero. It's going to make my life easier. It's going to make your life easier, I promise. You won't have to do the Twitch subscription every month. It is going to be easier, guys, I promise. We'll get used to it. But today was our first time using it. So if you want to skip the queue, just make sure you hit !submit, go through to Nero, and just follow the instructions in there. And if you want to bump up multiple times, you can as well. That will change the queue in real time. But basically, it's completely up to you, all right? So let's get into what we're doing in the stream today. Let me give you a quick rundown of who I am, what I do, what the point of this all is. So for those of you who don't know who I am and you are just joining us for the first time, hello. It's great to meet you. My name's Kayvan. This is my house. You're in my apartment with me right now. Every Monday and Thursday, I go live on Twitch from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time to listen to your music, give feedback with my community members who are all here in the chat, which is a mixture of artists, producers, managers, A&Rs, curators, entrepreneurs. There's a whole bunch of everything in here. It's just people who love music and love finding new artists first and foremost, right? So that is what we do, music feedback. There's really only one rule in here, and that's to be respectful of each other. As far as why you should give a fuck what I think about this music, you don't have to. In all honesty, it doesn't matter if you do or not, at least not to me. But for the last 10 plus years, I've been working in the music industry professionally, doing everything from artist management, producing. I've been an artist. I've been a publicist when I needed to. I've been a lawyer when I needed to. I currently work as the director of A&R at Genius Distribution, so I work on the distribution side of things, signing artists, helping pitch towards DSPs, curators, platforms, playlisters, fucking content creators, like all kinds of things, right? So, if you have ever wondered about the artists I've worked with, Overcast, Angela Moda, Shoka, Serena, Chris Crack, Anton now, who's in the chat right now, CCBKE, Leia the Leo, Ajna, Bray, my name is J-Max, City James Vivid, Jordan occasionally, and Cantrell. About 6 of the artists that I've signed to Genius Distro have been from this community, including Anton, Serena, CC, Leia, Bray, J-Mac. Like, these are all artists I found here on the stream. So for me, this has definitely been a place where I can find new talent, find new artists to work with on the distro side. But beyond that, I also have a platform called Kayvan's House, which, if you do not follow, is an Instagram page where we make a bunch of content to support you guys as well. And that's like playlists, that's interviews, all kinds of fun shit. And it's all free. We don't charge anything for coverage. We are literally just trying to create a community around independent and emerging artists where we can share music that we like, first and foremost, and support great music and really just push artists forward. So you'll see today, we just dropped some more interviews with Elijah Rosario, who's here in the chat as well. This was from Digilog Days. This was our first in real life activation last year, where we got to interview artists in real time, or in real life. Elijah from our community here on Twitch came out to the conference and we did an interview with him. It was really cool. We also dropped a recent one with Ari Linnell as well. We've got new music playlists every single Friday, which you can submit to for free. We've got songs that I found in my comments every week, which you can submit to for free, and I listen to all of those myself. And then also the songs that I find here on Twitch, which I save every single week in the stream. If you send me Spotify links, that's preferred, because then I can put you in the playlist and we'll make content about our favorite songs every week. There's also Discover Monthly playlist, which is me going through algorithmic stuff, or At Home with Interview series, which drops every Wednesday or every couple of Wednesdays. We've got a free consultation giveaway, which we'll do every 1,000 followers. So when we get to 4K on this page, we'll do another one. Right now we're doing our 3K giveaway, and our community playlist, which is going to update shortly, and you'll see in our Discord. We'll also have a bunch of shit in the Discord happening this year. So if you haven't joined, make sure you join. That's another free resource. We are going to be doing things like having guests come in to speak about their jobs. You'll be able to ask them questions. It'll be people all across the music industry, maybe some artists, maybe some producers, maybe graphic designers, maybe digital, maybe PR. I don't know yet. We're figuring it out, but there's going to be lots of really cool opportunities in there. So like I said, today we're starting with our free consultation giveaway. We've got another 10 entries to get a nice little spin on, so we'll see. We're going to shuffle the wheel a couple times before we spin it. But let's see who our 2 finalists are. We'll give the final consultation giveaway away when we get done. We've got 2 more rounds of finalists to pick, but it does look like our first finalist of the night is going to be Ty Slater. After that, we'll start to get into the music feedback. But again, if you want to submit, make sure you hit ! Submit. And if you want to skip the queue, everything happens in Nero, so make sure you read those instructions as well. Who's going to be our second finalist of the night going into that free consultation giveaway? Is it Kareem Liddell? It looks like it is Kareem Liddell going into our final drawing as well. Congratulations. Let's get some W's in the chat for Kareem and Ty. They both read the instructions and entered at the time that they were supposed to, which, look, that's all I can really ask for. I've had a bunch of people hitting me up since then being like, how do I enter for this? You missed your chance this time around, but make sure you go follow us on Kayvan's House and make sure you keep your notifications on, because that way you won't miss a thing, all right? So, next, let's get into our music feedback, which is exciting because we're going to be starting using Nero. So we've gone up from 30 to 45 submissions already since we started stream, which is always exciting. Again, if you want to submit, just hit ! Submit. If you want to skip the queue, ! Skip will explain how, but really you'll be able to see all of that on Nero. So just follow in there. Yeah, Mick, that's super helpful, bro. If you can actually just add Elijah in there. So, all right, we're going to start with Brainless by Heem. This is a new artist. I don't think I've listened to this artist before because I saw this come in earlier and I was like, I don't know that I know who Heem is. So, like I said, I'll be pulling up socials as we go. I do want you guys to let me know what you think of these songs as well. So if you're in the chat, one rule, be respectful of each other, but please let us know what you think of these songs. If you have constructive feedback, that is what this stream is all about. So please let us know what you think, and I'll be doing the same thing as well. If you're with us on Instagram, make sure you come through. We're live on Twitch right now. We'll be live for the next 2 hours, listening to independent and emerging artist music and giving feedback as a community. This is Brainless by Heem. Let us know what you think in the chat. Produced by Ibrahim Gray and Jammy Beats. So let us know what you think. And let's pull up the socials as well.
You must be out of your mind.
So if you guys do want ad-free viewing, now being a subscriber on here is the best way to do that, but it does not have the same benefit as before, so make sure you do everything on Nero. Chasey, you can still send a Spotify song if you want. You can do more than one submission. Heem Artist on Instagram. So I do like the I like the idea of the song on this. I do feel like the delivery needs a little bit of work, and that's probably the thing that I would point to as a new listener, right? Is just keep working on the delivery a little bit more. It's like too in between melodic and not melodic right now. It's like it doesn't really lean one way or the other, and I kind of wish it was either more melodic or less melodic. But I wish it just leaned one of those two ways. Underestimate me and I'ma shine harder with each appearance. When you see me on TV, now you mad, why you all in your feelings? I always knew that we can look and find a better way. I'm just trying to bring my people to I think where it loses me is probably these melodic parts a little bit more than the rap parts. Like the truly rap parts I actually don't think need all that much work. It's really just making the delivery feel more natural, leaning into your natural voice a little bit more than you are. I don't think I love the melodic parts as much. Like to me, I don't know that it fits your voice quite the same way. I would love to hear more from this artist too. I think it's hard to judge off of one song. But if we're talking about this one specifically, and maybe why I wouldn't playlist it specifically, I think you might have lost me on the more melodic part. That being said, you're super early on, so like just keep working on music. But I think the things to really dial in on when you get back in the studio are definitely delivery, working on delivery, and just... I do think that the rapped parts feel a little bit more natural, a little bit more authentic. It's the melodic parts for me that maybe don't feel like they fit the same way. Basie says, yeah, the auto-tune doesn't really help either, but I like the tone of the voice. Yeah, the auto-tune does feel a little heavy. I like that you're doubling vocals. The vocal layers are good. You know what I mean? I'm glad that they're in there. But it's definitely the delivery on the more like melodic parts, I think, for me, that kind of takes me out of it. I'm just trying to bring my people to a better place. All I want to do is travel to another land. It took a while, but I knew it was always in the plan. Out of your mind if you think. And then what? 3:39 is not too long. But I don't know that it needed to be this long either. Like you probably could have made the song a little bit shorter, in my opinion. It's just like the chorus. It's like a pre-chorus, a chorus, and a post-chorus on every section of the song. You maybe didn't need to do that on both sections, like both chorus sections. Like you maybe could have even done like on verse, like on chorus one, right? Pre-chorus into chorus, no post-chorus, into second verse, second chorus be pre-chorus into post, and then have the post take us out. And that probably would have cut off like 10, 15 seconds, and maybe made it flow a little bit easier than it did. So I don't know. They're all like suggestions more than like, yo, you have to do this. But I think for me, listening to that one, it's probably the melodic parts in the chorus that didn't quite hit for me quite as much as the rapped parts in the verses. So that's what I would work on, is just really, really nailing down and dialing in that delivery style a little bit more. So keep working on that. Great job. Thank you for sharing with us. And make sure you go follow if you're rocking with that one. Next up, we got Star-Studded Linen by Gory Summers. This is an unfinished record from his album. So as you can see in Nero, you can just upload the files right there. Ah, look at that. I don't have to open any more Google Drive links that don't work. This is beautiful. All right, so this is Gory Summers with Star-Studded Linen. Let us know what you think in the chat. We'll pull up the socials as we listen, okay? I don't know, guys. Let us know what you think of this new submission format, too, because I do like it so far. It's nice and smooth. I don't have to do any of the dragging shit around stuff anymore, which is a blessing. Nero needs dark mode, says Jay Breeze. I am also a dark mode person, so definitely not opposed to that. It does make submitting hella easy. I'm kind of with it, and they are working on the dark mode. Let's go. I do like this. It is very different. They've definitely got a really, really nice voice, like a really, really nice vocal tone. It doesn't feel like it needs much tuning. The balance in the vocals could be a little bit better, I think, just with the levels and like which elements are kind of taking the lead. Hey man, I appreciate it. But shout out to Eddie and Nero, bro, because they built this off of what we do in here. So honestly, like when I saw it, I also thought the same thing. I was like, this is mad cool. Production's really nice. Bass lines maybe a touch loud. I would also maybe dial back the vibrato on the vocal just a touch, personally. I always tell vocalists this, especially when recording. Vibrato does not translate the same way on a recording as it does live. Generally, I try to tell people, like, if you're going to be recording, maybe just record flat. Don't put the vibrato in there, because you can always add it in post if you really want it. Like, if you look at, like, people like Post Malone, right? His whole vibrato shit is just entirely fucking post-production. It's not in pre, it's not... The vibrato's not... Okay, so if the vibrato's artificial, tone it down a little bit, because it's too much artificial vibrato. Or turn up humanization in AT, also definitely an option. Alright, Gory Summers 1 on Instagram. Make sure you go follow if you're rocking with this. I am already following. Realistically, because I've heard something else that I really liked before. Feel like the song didn't even need it for real. Definitely. Oh, that was a nice little run right there. Really, really nice vocal layers in this one. Alright, so for you non-subscribers, you're probably getting an ad right now. Sorry. I'm gonna tone those down a little bit, probably. Donnie Boy says, I like the vibe overall. Nah, this is getting playlisted for me for sure. I don't know what favoriting it does other than put it in my favorites, but I like this one a lot. So definitely make sure you put this in our release calendar when it drops, because we'll be supporting it. It's got a really, really nice feeling to it overall. Again, Gory Summers 1 on Instagram. If you're rocking with this, just make sure you tap in and go follow as well. We've got 3 more songs before we get into our first free random spinning wheel bump of the night. But again, if you want to submit your music, just make sure you hit ! Submit. And if you want to skip the queue and get bumped up into our priority queue, everything happens on Nero, but it's a $5 skip. And we've tried to make it as affordable and as cheap as possible for you guys, all right? Live a Bit by Fong's House up next. Let me know if I'm saying it right. I'm just saying it the way that I would say it for any Chinese person. Shout out to all my fellow AAPI people in the chat right now. This is Live a Bit. Let us know what you think in the chat. We're going to keep things moving. I feel like we've already managed to increase the speed at which we're moving through the stream right now, which is great, because we'll get to more songs every stream. I'm hype. I'm hype. What have you submitted early today? You're in the queue. We're going to do the random spinning wheel and 2 more submissions. But right now, we are working through paid skip submissions. So the format of the stream is the same. Just doing it all is a little bit different. You can still skip if you want to. Oh, I like this already. Maybe a little over compression on the vocal. I'm going to save this because I do like it. It's got a little bit of a Strokes vibe to the vocal mix, which, like, I enjoy the Strokes personally, so it's a nice touch. And I'm assuming this is maybe Feng's house, seeing as I see no Asians in this band. Roger Songbird says, I really like this. Ecstasis, this is so nice. Any genre is welcome in here. Yep, send whatever you want. Instrumentation all sounds really good in the mix. For me, it's just that I wish the vocal was maybe up a little bit overall, and then maybe a little bit less compressed, just so we can open up some of those frequencies in the vocal a little bit more. But I like the idea overall. I've saved it. It's gone in the playlist because I like the sound and the feeling of the song. Just the mix. Good, as they should. We're gonna figure out a stream too where we donate everything to LA and the stuff going on in LA. Me and Eddie were talking about it earlier, but we're gonna figure out some sort of like benefit stream that we'll do in here. Slow Jack, what's going on, bro? Come hang out with us on Twitch. We're live right now. This one's cool though. 2025 going crazy. Look, it is. Yeah, the Genius Studio is in LA. It's in Glendale, so we're like a little bit further away from where everything's happening. We're like on the furthest east part of the fires, but I think it's okay right now. We haven't seen any damage. Okay, I really like this song a lot. Again, for me, it's little notes. It's mostly just the mix. Some inconsistencies in the mix throughout, but for like the feeling of it, I'm sure this is crazy live. If you're rocking with us, FengsHouse_ on Instagram. Make sure you go follow. I'm kind of curious to know where these guys are from. And they're not in here, right? Terencio, what's going on? Welcome back. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everybody who's in here and new in the community as well. Make sure you join the Discord if you have not already. I like the nonchalant alternative 70s rock vibe. It's very like indie rock, like mid-2000s as well. Like it reminds me of The Strokes. It reminds me of Vampire Weekend a little bit. Like that era of music. It's really fun though. It's a really fun listen. I could see this sinking in like a coming-of-age TV show. And I usually say that about music like this because I feel like this is the type of music you hear in a lot of coming-of-age TV shows. But like I could hear this music in like Skins or like like anything like that. You know what I mean? What's going on, Corbin? We're live on Twitch right now. Come hang out with us. This is definitely the type of music I listen to. If anybody does know where they're from, I would love to know where they're from because it does not say it in their bio on Spotify. But this is only this. This is their first song ever. That was their first song ever. You said maybe the best era of music? I don't know about of all time, but it's up there. It is enjoyable. All right, we got another unreleased one and another audio upload. This is Chasey the List. 2 more songs. And then we're going to get into a free bump from the submission form on our spinning wheel. All right, so stick around. We've got a free bump coming up in a second. They're from FengsHouse. I guess that's true. Watch Skins too many times. Yeah, I have too. SoundCloud's fine. Yep. Sub queue right now. We've got 12 total, or 12 left after this. Free bumps will happen at random until 7:30, and then 7:30 we'll do a version of it from the chat. So if you stick around, it's more organized, but otherwise every 5 paid skips we'll do somebody at random using this spinning wheel right here. Boop. Love the sample already. Curious to see where this one goes. Intro's maybe a bit long at 37 seconds. I would maybe cut that sample down in half. Yeah. Especially if you're trying to get to the meat of the song. I would do that sooner than later, personally. People got short attention spans, so like you might lose them in the first like 15 seconds if you don't get straight to the music. And we don't need the sample to play. We're all gonna know it. It was a pretty big song. Very cool once we get into the meat of the song, but yeah, the intro could have been shorter. At Chasey the Illest on Instagram. Song is hard. I mean, I wouldn't clear this. I wouldn't even bother trying to clear the sample if no one is worried about it on your team or whoever you're distributing with. I would just put the shit out. Because if they come for you, you've done alright. The song's big enough. It's maybe not the best advice, but I feel like that's kind of what everyone's doing. Do the thing. Apologize for it later. But the living is hard. It's a really, really good sample, but just cut that intro down. It doesn't need to be 40 seconds long. Like, easily, right? Like, boom, boom, it's easy. Let that play one more time through. Right there. 18 seconds, and you're into the song. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know that you need that second loop of the sample that takes you another, like, 30 seconds, like, basically doubles it. Because you're still getting the same effect out of that one 8-bar loop or whatever the fuck it is, right? You don't need a 16-bar loop leading in as an intro. It's just a long intro. So for a more casual listener, you may lose them on that. Whereas for some... it was originally for a music video, so it made sense with the video, but I feel you. Yeah, that totally tracks. If it's for the video, you can maybe do the extended, but I think for the single release, like if you're going to put it out, just think about the fact that people's attention spans are short as fuck. So like they might not want to listen to 40 seconds versus like if you just get them in 18 seconds, they're in. I don't think you'll lose people at 18 seconds. Whereas if you get into that 35, 40 second with no vocal from your end, even if it's just like intro vocal or something, like put something on top of it just to keep people engaged, as almost like paying homage. You could, but I mean, I think it's solid in the beginning as an intro before that switch up too, because a lot of people do that and it kind of introduces the sample. I just think in this case, it was ever so slightly long and you could probably make it a little bit shorter. Can't get the song to clear. Yeah, whatever. Just put it out. Fuck it. Houston, DQ Rogers. This is our last paid skip until we do our first free bump of the evening. Okay, in the future, I am going to set it to be Spotify links only because I did not do that this time. Whoops. Okay, what was the song called? Houston. DQ Rogers. That's my bad. That's my bad. I'm still figuring this out too. All right, let us know what you think in the chat. Houston, DQ Rogers.
Sitting in front of his dope house and
artwork is cool, though maybe what I would have done on this one is zoomed this in ever so slightly so that it wasn't in the 16:9 aspect ratio and was a square. I did see it come through, bro, so you should be in the queue now. Alright, let us know what you think in the chat. So I really like this so far. The sub does feel slightly out of key though, just in the production side of things. And I am a bit of a stickler for that. If you're with us on Instagram, come join us on Twitch right now. We're live for the next 2 hours. Nero's a cool platform, man. I was excited to start using it when Eddie told me about it. I'm just sticking to my heart over ice. I'm out east getting chopped cheese. I got sync license in placements. If not my beat, but it's my original because yeah, you won't be able to get a sync licensing placement unless you are the controller of all of the publishing and the master for the song, which technically, if you are licensing the beat, I don't think allows you to do that. You would need to check whatever the agreement is on the license. So if you're buying it off BeatStars, it'll be in there. But pretty sure you would not be able to clear that for sync licensing, and most sync people will be really shitty about it. You really need to own the master and all the rights to the song to be able to get things placed in sync. And if there's samples, that's already like a no. So got to be sample-free music for the most part. It is fire art, but yeah, it's just the aspect ratio of it. Or maybe even adding something to the side so it's not just the black bars. Text, you know what I mean? Like you could easily put some graffiti text in those sidebars with like DQ Rogers on one side, Houston on the other side, and that probably would have filled it up and just made it look even better. I actually do like this. Delivery could use a little bit of work. There's times where the timing gets too far off beat for me personally. I say this a lot, but I'm a bit of a stickler for that. I definitely prefer when things are a little bit more close to the beat. I don't mind when things get fluid, but I think there's a line between it being too fluid and too far off. Other thing I would say is maybe on the vocal mix itself, I do kind of wish I was getting just a little bit more outside of this one specific frequency. I feel like we're getting a lot of. Vibe of the song's relaxed. I like the beat, says Donnie Boy. This is cool smoking vibe type shit. I mean, I would bump this in the car too. I think it's just mostly for me around the vocal mix that I would love to hear a little bit more work. And then in the beat itself, the sub felt off key to me. And that is something that if I hear personally, I'm always going to be kind of like a bit of a stickler for, in all honesty. Is this everybody who submitted? Sorry, I just want to make sure that I'm like using the right thing here. And Eddie just built this part today, so I think this is correct. Is that correct? Eddie, please let me know if it is. It does feel like maybe not everyone. No, it's got to be, right? It's got to be. It's the free line. I think that's from the right place, right? Look for more low mids in the vocal mix. Yeah, I'm looking for more low mids in the vocal mix, personally. Oh, fuck yeah, bro. This is tight. So literally today, I asked Eddie, I was like, yo, bro, I want to keep this part of the stream where we do the free bump. And we use the spinning wheel, so I need to be able to pull all of my names off of it. So literally this morning, Eddie built this so that I could get this free list so that I could bump people in. I think the off-key 808s is almost a swag thing. You hear that a lot in the D-Rich Shorty Red type beats. I get it, but like it's just not something for my ear specifically. Like it's always something that stands out to me in like not the best way. And again, like I come from classical music, so I think that's why like key and like things being and even in relative keys, right, or like matching that way. It's definitely something that like if it catches my ear, it catches my ear, and there's just no way around it for me. And that's something that I generally personally just don't enjoy as much. So I'm always telling producers, tune your fucking bass line, bro. All right, St. Nick the Sauce God. Looks like it's going to get our first free bump of the evening. So let's go find it in our queue really quickly. St. Nick the Sauce God. And that has gone into the queue. But now where has it gone in the queue? That is the next question that I have. And that might be something I need to figure out as well in the future. But we can just jump to it. St. Nick the Sauce God category is. All right, so this is an upload for us as well. Actually, this might be good to know. Let us know what you think in the chat. I'm going to play it this way for now. Mick, is there a way for me to push that to the top of the queue? And if not, sorry, I keep calling you Mick and then Eddie. If not, maybe there's a way we can get a button built in to just double click that and send it to the top of the queue. I don't know if that's like a crazy feature or something for you to build in, but maybe that's it. You the baddest one. It's all adding up. Ass fat as fuck, and you tied it up. X mad as fuck. Don't play about you. Tell the fuck nigga that I'll go that way about you. Yeah, every time the wheel spins, a little boost to the top. That's it. So I do like this. Slightly too much reverb delay on the lead vocal, I think, for my personal taste. Like the beat choice, like your vocal delivery on it. Melodically, it sounds good. The auto-tune sounded good too. I think for me, it's just ever so slightly too much reverb delay. And then the vocal recording could maybe be ever so slightly cleaner. So those are the things that I would work on. But overall, great. Okay, so now the thing that I need to do is pull up St. Nick the Sauce God's socials. So even if there was a way for me to do it from here, that would also be fine. So either way. And like I said, we're working through this in real time, so I appreciate you guys. St. Nick, the Sauce God. And then, because you're in the back end, Eddie, if you could just mark that as played, that would be super helpful for me so that I don't come back to it like that, okay? St. Nick, the Sauce God on Instagram. If you're rocking with that, make sure you go follow. I'm going to tap in because I want to hear more music, and I definitely want to hear some of the stuff that you have released and finished, because that'd be great. So, all right. Into our next 5 priority subscriber submissions or skip queue submissions, which will go from Damn Risky down through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Antone Now. Once we get to Antone Now, we'll do another free bump at random using the spinning wheel. This is Bounce by Damn Risky. Let us know what you think in the chat. All right, guys, we are moving. I like this. All right, out of Maryland. I do enjoy some DMV music. One shit, comma, yeah, I like a sign. No time for the drama. I actually really like this a lot off rip. Q's actually going down crazy. We're moving, guys. We're moving. Yo, this shit is tough. Vocal mix still needs a little bit more dialing in, I think, overall, but this energy is crazy and this beat is crazy. I like this one. Ecstasy says this is ridiculous. Is it Ecstasy? Donnie Boy says I like the beat. Yo, this energy is wild. This is, I think for me, this is the sweet spot with fluidity on the beat, right? It's not quite on beat. Extasa? Okay, good. I'm glad I got it right the first time. This is not the first Damn Risky song I've listened to, but I will say this one has caught my ear. Did you just change your, Damn Risky 2 Ys on Instagram. This is EXO, okay. Roz says he's snapping, B's hard too. Kid Spyro says, I just wish he had some vocal tonality change to keep him more engaging. That's totally fair. A little bit more variation in the vocals, never a bad thing. It's this flow right here, though, is what does it for me. It's really different. That was super hard, honestly. Like, I really liked that one a lot. I don't know, again, I'm just... Oh, shit. That was the wrong thing. Did I skip somebody? Sorry, the cue did something. Did I skip someone, bro? I don't think I did. Ben Tucson up next. Edited the video for this myself. I didn't see the video, but we followed you on Instagram. Damn Risky, 2 Ys on Instagram. Make sure you go follow. That shit was tough, bro. All right, next up, we got Ben Tucson with Woods. Thank you for consideration. Producer written, mixed by the artist. All right, we love a self-produced song. I'm never upset about that. Ben Tucson, or Thucson, out of Sacramento, California. Let us know what you think in the chat. What are the things I love about this stream, guys? We got all fucking genres. All types of genres in here.
I knew I liked you when you came to let
X to say says, love this already. Or Exo says, love this already. I love the artwork. Between Sticks and Stones and Woods, it's very, like, thematic throughout. And I really like that. It's the wholesome music, says XO. Branding is very good. It's consistent. I do actually really like this a lot. This is going in the playlist too. We're saving this one. Cute vibes for real. Sweet sound and folky, always a win. I like the harmonies too. The delivery on the vocals really, really nice. It's perfect for the style of music. Good melody choices. Guitar mix could maybe use a little bit more balance. I think the electrics maybe just a touch loud for my taste. I would lean into the acoustic a little bit more. Piano could probably get tucked in the back just a touch more in the mix too. Ever so slightly. And then drums could come up ever so slightly as well. I know they're supposed to be a little lighter, a little bit more gentle. They're ever so slightly too soft in comparison to some of the other instrumental aspects. The vocal sits in a perfect place though. Strings would not be a bad addition to this as well. Really good song. It's a really good song overall, though, I will say. Donny Boy says kind of reminds me of a Phineas song if he did a more country-style song. Yeah, that's fair. Chef Cook, what's the huge news? Let us know in the chat. It's even bigger with the all caps. Jay Breeze says W song. Definitely a W song. I like this one. Ben Thusen. Please tell me if I'm saying that wrong. Ben Thuesen. Yo, that is huge, huge news. Can we please get massive W's in the chat for Chef Cook, who is in remission? We love to hear that. That is actually amazing news, bro. Congratulations. Huge, 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 huge W's, bro. Well done. Congratulations to you. We are very, very happy for you. That is honestly great news, man. That's really, really awesome news. Ben Thusen, we're going to keep things moving, man. It's been a while, featuring Sidarius and Antone Now from Terran. Then we've got EXO, and then we've got Antone Now. But we got 2 Antone Now ones. Ha ha ha. Like Thusen. All right, thank you. Thusen. I say Tusen because that's like how you fucking say thank you in Norwegian. Tusen Tag. Formoten. It's been a while. Titus. I listened to the song already. I can't say that I didn't. I listened to this when it dropped this week. Titus, Antone Now, Sidarius.
Live in LA.
All community members now, but Antone and Sidarius predominantly who we know in here. So let us know what you think in the chat. Holy shit, is that Shane in the chat? Oh my god, bro. Happy Monday, bro. I hope you're safe. I hope LA has not fucked your life up. I hope these fires are not fucking your life up. Let me know, please. This Sedarius voice coming in is exactly what you expect. I'm alive, it has. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm glad you're alive, though. Most importantly, you're alive. Chev, what's good, bro? You're in our best of 2024 Twitch playlist that I'm dropping soon. Yeah, bro, it's been fucking horrible, man. I'm so sorry. Playlisted. So wait, did Titus produce this? I was gonna ask. Or are you rapping on this one too? No, you produced this, right? Taran.flp on Instagram. For now. So are you gonna make a Titus one or switch your at?
That gold medal rap, nigga.
Great job on the production.
TNC shit, nigga. RP Nev. Left you in the past, and I never double back type shit. Get my mama out the hood and in the hills type shit.
Good job. What's up, Gio? I do like this. Love the hi-hat swing on this one. Vocal pockets fire too. Damn risky, you did miss it, but don't worry. The VOD will be up on YouTube tomorrow morning, and we fucking very much enjoyed it. The song is in the playlist. Oh, that's totally fair, bro. I lived that life for a long time, but I'm finally at a point in my career where I can put everything in one place, and that's kind of nice.
Yeah, got it out the mud, had to get it on my lonely. Now watching other niggas, cause what's for me is for me. Stop playing, but
I do like this.
I'ma get it till they know me.
Look, if you work in music and you don't live a double life, you're a lucky person. And sometimes it just takes a while to bring those things together, but if you can bring those things together, you should. I work in corporate finance. I'm a white man, don't appreciate it. Okay, that is definitely fair, bro. Is Antone. So for the artist rapping on this, Taran.flp for the producer. Sedarius, CERDARIOUS for the first rapper on this one. Second rapper, also Genius Distro signee right now, Antone now. On the second verse, make sure you go follow all of them.
But never ask for nothing, little homie, we ain't the same. Gray matter, big shadow.
Go stream Gray Matter. Yeah, this is tough, bro. It's a very easy listen, for sure. Gas pack, hard. Yeah, like, it definitely it slaps, bro. Like, it's good production. There's room for the vocal. I maybe wish there was a touch more variation in the production. Just purely to like switch things up as you go throughout, but it's not a particularly long song, so I'm not upset about it, you know what I mean? But I do think for you, just as a producer, that's one of the next things as you continue to grow and like develop as a producer, is adding more variation into the arrangement, into the production, beyond the sample flip, just to kind of get a little bit more. Wish it was a little louder, unless it could be just the stream. It might just be the stream. Also could be sound, or could be Spotify and the compression algorithm. Sometimes it just does make things quieter, even if you do the master properly and bounce it properly. Like, it can just make things a touch quieter. But I think it was the stream. I got a meeting in 10. You can still submit it. It's still going to be in there. We're still doing the free bumps every 5 songs as well. Bad Habits, EXO, up next. This is all self-produced. Would love to hear what you think. Let us know what you think in the chat. We still able to request the Kayvon mute button? No. I don't know that was ever a thing, but even if it was, I probably wouldn't do it. Is that for me to shut up when we listen to the songs? Nah. Nah. You're not getting it. Hey, EXO, this is tough too, bro. Wait, what's your actual Instagram? Because that was not it. Oh, I got it. XOXO_. Oh, you want Funk Flex? Wait. Wait, hold on. This song is hard as fuck, bro. That was the sound effect I was looking for. Ooh. The bounce on this is wild. This is very good. Whoa, bro. This very unexpected switch up is a 10 out of 10. XO underscore on Instagram. This is crazy. Yeah, you could do a sped up version of this just for the club. Very W variation. This is really great arrangement. Self-produced, great job. Yeah, I need this when it comes out so that I can inject it directly into my veins. Thank you. I'm gonna favor that. Eddie, I don't know what the favorites thing does other than just saving these things for myself, but fuck it. Like, I'm gonna just keep favoriting things that I like, just for my own notes, I think, and just for my own reference. All right, we got another priority skip coming up right now. This is Antone Now with "Take My Money Home," and then we will do another free bump at random using our spinning wheel. Don't worry, if you've submitted your music, we're gonna put you in the spinning wheel. You're not there yet. Take My Money Home. Bruh, I'm glad you're here. 1, I'm glad you like it. 2, and your music is hard as shit. 3, so please keep sending music in. We'll definitely be supporting once you start getting some of that out on DSPs, playlists, content, whatever it is. You can tell they went for it, took risks, and paid off. Yeah, definitely took risks in the best ways possible. All right, Take My Money Home, Antone Now. Sign this kid from the stream. He's 16. He's way better than a 16-year-old should be at music. So let us know what you think. No, we're not doing sub skips anymore. We're actually doing $5 skips in Nero because it's cheaper than a subscription now. So, Antone, Anthony, my boy. It's only $5, bro. It's cheaper. You can still sub if you want. Don't get me wrong. This is one of my Genius distro signees, but this is a completely different sound from him than we've heard up to this point. Oh, true, it was for you with Prime. Sorry. I mean, you can still do that if you want. Anton, you self-produce this? His dad. So yes, technically. To what? You can send them. I don't have any to send you yet. Daddy says I feel like I've heard this song before. Very commercial sound. EXO does not have management. That's crazy, bro. To him? I can send you the album we just dropped last year. EXO, I don't think you're gonna have a problem finding it, bro. Oh my god! Oh my god! Antone Now. Antone Future. Antone Forever. Woo! What an absolute perfect drop, bro. Bro, when you dial this shit in, there's like some mixed notes, but like overall it's in a really good place already. Bro, the kids are gonna love this, man. Very, very good. I've been very excited by this new era of Antone sound. VG and Dawson, who are look, I think a lot of people are really gonna like this. Yo, this is so cool, bro. It's just like after hearing the music that you've come up on, No, you're not MGK. MGK is dog shit. One, so like, let's not compare you to somebody who doesn't make good music. Two, bro, like to hear the way that you have transitioned musically from being like super OG, like underground hip hop sound, like, I mean, like to the point where like you kind of expect that sound a little bit more from you. Like, it just is such a nice switch into this new realm of music from you. And like, I'm just so excited to see what you continue to do, because it's like very, very unheard of to see an artist switch a sound so drastically, so young, and do it in such a masterful way where it still is obviously you, and still brings in those other elements. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know you're a fan of like fucking JPEG Mafia and like some of those artists, like, and it's just amazing the way that you're able to bring all of these different influences into your sound and do every different style of it so well. So yeah, bro, I'm consistently impressed by the type of music that you make and the ability you have to just really make great art. First and foremost. All right, who's it gonna be? Man, you are killing it. You're doing an amazing job. Shane, you are a lucky fella. Let me tell you, the last one to submit, but a lucky fella. Let's get you bumped up. Let's get you bumped up. A lucky guy. I didn't do that on purpose, guys. I promise you. I don't know where it went. Fuck. Where'd it go? It's there. Ahaha. Ahaha. Are you doing this in real time? You are doing this in real time, are you? Thank you. I appreciate you, bro. Trying to build my sound. Yeah, you're killing it, bro. Banned. I'm banned. Rigged. It's over. It's not rigged, I promise. All right, Dosey up next. I'll fuck with this artist, man. Which song am I playing? Cold Weather. Okay, so if you have Instagram at all, you've probably seen this artist before. Oh shit, I didn't bring up Antone Now's Instagram either. Antone Now on Instagram, if you're not following, make sure you go follow at Antone Now. So yeah, if you have been on Instagram at all, or on TikTok at all, you've probably seen this artist. I think he actually does an amazing job of his content. He used to play with Arden Jones, I believe, in his band. But if you like folk music, if you like lo-fi music, then you're probably gonna really, really like this artist too. Shane, who's in the chat, LibMGMT, works with him as well. This whole project was recorded at Shangri-La, which is Rick Rubin's studio out in LA. And yeah, the song's called Cold Weather. Let us know what you think in the chat. This is my first time listening to now, but over 100K monthly listeners at the moment. Done an amazing job of just building a really engaged fan base and audience for himself. Oh, sorry. Demo version. My bad. We're going to play that. All right, let us know what you think in the chat, guys. I like his demo versions. He releases his demos as full releases, which I think is a great idea, personally. Oh, let me pull up his socials again. Dosey X on Instagram. This one's out, but no one's heard the fulls yet. I'm gonna listen to him. You can absolutely submit rave club music. You just don't like when I do things for myself. Did he write everything on his own? 6 a.m. now my mind cleared. You don't spend much. I love Dosey's music, bro. Oh, this isn't out yet. Couple weeks. Yo, let me know when it drops, man. Put this shit on my release calendar so I can make sure I don't miss anything. She hates the cold weather, but loves where I'm from. Says she wants to know me and then hates what I've done. I love his demo versions when he drops them, honestly. Fuck yeah, bro. Very good. Good shit. Maybe I'm just terrified. Dosey. That comes out this year, so keep your eyes open for it. And definitely go listen to his other music too. Yeah, like his stripped down stuff is like really some of my favorite. I mean, you might have heard this song before. You don't even notice I'm trying to take a picture, but you are out of focus. Look, Anyone can do this content. It's great content, but this man be pushing the fuck out of his music, and that is the thing I respect more than anything else. You gotta push your music, bro. You just gotta do it. That's Shane in the video. Who does he demo for himself? He does his own demos, bro. How do you get in the demo bit? Like Demolition? He's not in Demolition. If that's what you're asking right now, he's not in the Demolition business. But no, if you want to get into... Oh, hold on. I think I did something fucked up there. Eddie, can you just double check that I did not delete somebody's priority thing? I might have gotten rid of someone else's by accident. Oh, and a Jay Breeze. I don't think we listened to this one yet. Major producer sampled that. I'm just waiting for the hip hop irony version to drop. Oh, that's hard. All right, a bit of a vibe switch now. Oh, and it, Jay Breeze. Oh, you got real lucky, bro. Got me a bag, now I'm about to go and burn it. Step inside this bitch, you know I'm about to turn it. Hey man, we miss you too. Come back whenever you got time. Rolls Royce Park, you gon' hop inside. That's kind of tough too. Oh, thank you. I definitely thought I deleted someone's shit. I saw it go and I was like, fuck, that's not right. Newly should be on the list overall. I don't know if it's on the priority list. Alright, we got 5 more paid skips before we get into another free bump. We got quite a few more paid skips to get through. Hey. Beat on this is absolutely insane. Vocals pretty solid too. We got 10 more total, but we got 5 more before another free skip. We'll do another free skip and 5 more. That was earned by Jay Breeze, so 4 more now. I liked that. Jay Breeze Beats, JBREEZZ Beats, all Z's on Instagram if you want to tap in. Female producer on that. We love to see that, man. We're very pro more female producers in the music industry because we need it. It's definitely like an overlooked and underserved community within the producer space. But super tough. The beat was crazy. Who was the vocalist on that? Was that you on the vocals? Either way, all around, actually like a pretty great job from everybody. All right, Jacques Passegian. I can't read this text. My monitor's too bright, so I don't know what this says. Yeah, she went in. That was you on the vocals. Great job on the vocals as well. All right, this is Jacques with iced coffee. Let us know what you think in the chat. Yeah, overall, I didn't really have too much feedback. The mix sounded really good. Tough part is standing out in that space, but I think that's a content thing more than it is the music itself. Music was pretty solid.
You said I'm difficult. What does that mean?
Jacques Passegian. You're Persian, right? Yeah, you can definitely submit more if you want. You can submit as many times as you want. I do feel like the vocal mix on this one feels a little squashed. I would love to hear you just open up the frequencies a little bit. Armenian. Close enough, my brother. We're close. Is there a reason you have no content on your Instagram at the moment? And do you have a plan to get more up? Because I do like this. Oh, you're from London too. Oh my God. Where is everybody from? If you're in the chat, let me know. I'd love to know where you guys are at in the world. Because we are kind of all over the place. Mike G said, trying to walk my dog in the cold while submitting. Hope I didn't tweak. You might have. Push Up Sun said this is nice. Working on new projects. Want to have it clear if I want to decide what I want to drop. That's fair. Paris. We got DC in the chat. But like the vocals and the beat guitar don't go together, but separately sounds nice. The melody's nice. I think it's the mix more than the songs not fitting together. I do feel like the vocals could fit in the mix just a touch more. But I like the song. We got Harlem in the chat. I'd love to see that. We got Detroit in the chat. Oh, man. It's global in here. Naptown, man. Push Up Slimes is the song's vibe. The song is really good. It's the mix for me that I think could improve a little bit. And it is just that blend, I think, between the vocal and the instrumentation kind of being a little bit more there. Right now, they do feel like two separate elements kind of put together, which is fine, because that happens a lot. But I do think there's ways that you could mix this just a little bit better to blend those vocals into the production just a touch more. Love the vocal layers. We got Chicago, we got Queens in the building. EXO, that's sick that you're in Chicago, one of my favorite music cities. Chorus is dope, catchy, vocal tone is nice. Yeah, there's a lot of things that I like about this one. Very little that I don't like. I'm not crazy about the artwork. That's probably the thing that I would maybe suggest you do the most work on. I'm not the biggest fan of the artwork, though it's very to the point. But I have like a rule that's maybe like not necessarily always correct, because I think in this case it probably would have been wrong. But my rule generally is when I see a song, especially when someone's tweeting at me or sending it to me in a submission, if the artwork is not great, it usually makes me think that the song is not great. And I would say like 9 out of 10 times that is true. This is the 1 out of 10 times where it's not true. And the song is actually really, really solid and really strong. But the artwork is maybe not my favorite artwork I've seen. So I would maybe work on that. That's probably the one thing that I think could really tie it together. Because even without the mix changes, there's definitely going to be an audience for it. And, you know, there are going to be people who really like it. I do think that the mix thing will help smooth things out just a touch. Really, really kind of like just make sure that you are the star of the show there as well. But very little notes, I think, overall. I liked the song, which was really tight. You're not ruining the vibe. The vibe is going to change. We got all kinds of vibes in here. It was a joke track. Are you serious? You didn't make that as a serious song? The song was good. How would you like your cancer? Acoustic or electric is hilarious. A bit of a vibe switch, though. Are we about to turn up a little bit more? I have to be honest with you. I lost count. We've listened to 2 more, right? That was 2 more from the skip queue? Please tell me if that was 2. I think it was. 1, 2, 2. So when we get to Break My Bones, after Break My Bones, we'll have another free bump. Not the bumps that you think I'm talking about. Yeah, so this is actually pretty great sound design. It's maybe not what I'm listening to every single day, but in the right setting, this would go absolutely insane. Mulamas says, let's go. Jay Bree says, I'm jamming. Public records now. Yeah, we've switched up the vibe massively in here. Beat drop is fire, alien vibes. We're at the club now. No, it's really good pacing. The arrangement's pretty solid. It's the sound design, I think, for me, that's really stand out on this one. All the synth choices and just little, like, percussive noises happening are perfectly picked. We could use a little vocal sample in here, if I'm being honest. Just for the casual listeners who maybe like a little bit of a vocal in there. And it could be something real simple. It doesn't have to be like a whole sang vocal sample. But some sort of vocal chop in here, I think, would add to it overall. Great build-ups into the drop. Fucking hard, honestly. This shit got my house shaking, says EXO. I'm booming this on the monitors right now. It's actually so good. It's so eerie and like, oh, I like this a lot. Pedro Marquez _21. Where are you from, bro? Dub Killer, don't submit like that, my bro. You gotta hit the link and submit in there. I was faced by Slice. Oh, friend. Oh, new friend. Bruh. Oh, friend. From Portugal? I should have expected Europe. From that sound, that is a very European sound right there. Very Euro. I loved it. Leaving Baggage, Elijah Rosario up next. So you would have seen our interview go live with Elijah today on the YouTube channel. Make sure you go tap in if you want to learn a little bit more about Elijah, bro. This guy is out in North Carolina right now in the Raleigh area. The elephant noise blaring alarm was a vibe. That was my favorite sound. Shelby! Ah! you did the thing. So we actually made a change to the skip queue. So it's not subscribe and gifting a sub anymore. It's actually a paid skip queue, and it's all happening in Nero. So if you want to submit in Nero, because you subscribed, we'll make sure we get you into the priority queue anyway. Eddie, if you could please just help with that. Keep an eye open for a Shelby Ruger submission that's coming in. But just for future reference, anybody who's in here, we have switched from using the subscribe to get bumped up model to doing everything in Nero because it's cheaper and it's easier for us to just make sure everything stays organized and get through more songs, in theory, in a stream. So this is Elijah Rosario leaving Baggage. Make sure you go check out our interview with him that just went live today. Especially if you like this music, which I think you will. Tough G, what's going on? This is Elijah Rosario. If you like R&B music, you're probably gonna like this. ElijahRosario.music on Instagram. Here's the interview. Still a fan. If you like Bryson Tiller, if you like Chris Brown, if you like fucking OK Coleman, Elijah Rosario. Corbin says Elijah crazy smooth, like truly very smooth, bro. He's got some Don Toliver-esque songs too, but this new shit he's been working on has been my favorite stuff that we heard from him so far. No, you're good, you're good. We just changed it today. Today is our first day of doing it a different way. So you did make no mistakes. It's gonna take us a couple weeks to get everybody on the same page.
Even when my pocket's looking down bad, on my face I ain't looking outside. Holding on, I'm remaining steadfast. I ain't no tough times, don't lie, not a walking faith.
I'm now a contemporary Christian artist. When did that happen? Is that new? First debut in this genre. It's the most enjoyable song I've heard in this genre ever. So I'm gonna give you that. Giving Khalid, Pink Sweats, and Drake vibes all at once. Lil Mas says this is smooth. It is really smooth, bro. If this is what contemporary Christian music sounded like all the time, I'd probably listen to more of it. This is just a vibe overall, regardless of genre. Hey man, congratulations to you. I hope that is serving you well. And I hope that is a thing that carries you through 2025 with everything you need, man. Leaving Baggage, Elijah Rosario. Make sure you tap in if you're rocking with that one at ElijahRosario.music on Instagram. Make sure you go follow if you were rocking with it. Look, bro, you're going to change that genre up entirely. I don't think about anything like that from CCM. All right. Break My Bones, American Icon, and then we'll do another free bump using our random spinning wheel. Let us know what you think in the chat. This is formerly Roger Songbird. I didn't know that you changed your name.
The way you use your tongue to break my bones. Fill my lungs with
I do want you to know that, because I haven't announced this yet, but Prisoner is in my Best of 2024 playlist as well, which was also from Roger, under his other artist name. Adulta Lesson, what's going on? Welcome in. Happy Monday. That's totally fair. I like that you have two alter egos too. It's sick. I love the rock stuff from you too. I gotta say that. It's American.icon. I'm sorry, it's .American.icon if you rock with us. It's very good, bro. I mean, you should definitely be pitching this shit for sync if you're not, bro. Absolutely. I actually had both. I actually had American Icon stuff in there too. I ended up taking it out because I was like, I just want to make sure there's enough room for multiple artists with different songs. But just know that Bad Religion easily could have gone in my playlist too. It's hard for me to decide which side of you I like more. Vocals are super good. Instrumentation's also really good. I think he produces all by himself. I could definitely just see this, the rock side of your music being in like TV shows and film, because it fits. I could hear this in like reality TV. I could hear this in like a Netflix show. It's very cool. Sick, dude. It's actually just such a cool feeling to it. Like, I think it is hard for people to make rock music that feels really fresh and unique and like in the year of 2025, just in general, because there's just so much of it, right? And there's so many things in different styles, but I feel like you've done a really good job of just like making something that feels really unique and true to yourself, which is cool. I do bring friends in for production too. Sync is my big focus this year. I think you should really lean into that with the rock stuff. Adolescence is adding that to my playlist. We're glad that you liked it and that you're supporting someone in the community as well. That's beautiful. Donnie Boy says this is dope, goes hard, great chorus cadence, and it's fun overall. Who's our next free skip? Guitar solo outro was really nice. I love the free skip music. I think one of my favorite parts about the spinning wheel is the random music we get every time. Ayo Will is our next free bump from the queue. I'm gonna give this a second and wait for it to pop to the top of my queue. There it is. There it is. Thank you, Eddie. Very, very helpful, man. I do appreciate it. So this one's actually called Calling Out by A.O. Will. Also a super, super talented artist and producer as well. So let us know what you think in the chat.
When things don't go,
Everybody says respin. You say that every time, bro. I don't think you've ever won the spinning wheel either. Like you're always here, and I feel bad. But I don't know that you've ever won the spinning wheel. Your luck is not in your favor on that front. Gnarly Play was cracking. If you guys want to submit your music, use this link right here. You can also add your song to the skip queue through the same link. So just do everything in Nero.
I'm trying to see what's up with you.
I like the artwork on this one a lot. I'm gonna save this one because I really love the production. Started working on them December 17th. In less than a month it's out, so this is very, very new. Yeah, you got it next time, bro. Ayo.will on Instagram. Always these like just funky fucking production styles. Really, really cool work. Ayo.will on Instagram. I don't even really know who to compare it to because it's very different. Solely Had is a very, very good comparison. Kinda Kaylin Ellis a little bit too. It's got that bounce though. If you guys are looking for producers to work with, make sure you hit up AOL. Ayo.will. Great artist, but also amazing like saxophone player and producer as well. Adolescent. Yeah, that's such a tongue twister. Smino a little bit. Bounce breaking my neck. Followed says Mula Moss. I like the vibe of this a lot. It says Adolescent. Which is a great username, by the way. Very, very well done. All right, that was from Puzzled Pieces. It's a 2-pack. It's called Calling Out by A.O. Will. Make sure you tap in if you have not listened to him already. All right, onwards we move. I played the free skip, right? I did, right? Was that the free skip? Did I play it? That was the free skip, right? Crazy. Kid Spyro up next. That was the free skip. That's what I thought. Kid Spyro. This is unreleased. Kid Spyro's from Australia, right? That's where you're from? I'm trying to remember all these things right now, guys. Sometimes I can't remember everything. It's been a long day today. I slept horribly. Demon, what's cracking, bro? Congrats on your new release, man. It's very, very hard. Yeah, so Kid Spyro's out of Australia. Melbourne. Ugh, this is grimy. I like it. Gritty, grimy. Reminds me of Chief Keef. Oh, yo, some broke boys. Fucking this one.
Pussy running with his pants down, ah damn. I think that he shitted on himself. Cry baby running for some help. Think it bad, I'ma hit him.
Forgot that I had this command in here, didn't you guys?
It's kinda hot when they wanna fuck you. They think I'm broke, but the money ain't short. Ride around town looking like a chauffeur.
Yeah, that's the motherfucking intro to Chief Keef Love Sosa. That was like a year one, week one thing, man. If you want to submit, just make sure you use this link in the chat.
Everybody getting rich. Everybody crying. Fuck what they say. Can't sit that bad, but that lean got me lazy. 3-5 in this wood.
This shit is tough though, bro. Chief Keef Loki sus. How many athletes do you watch spank another man's ass on the field? That's gonna be the thing that I say. I probably wouldn't do it myself, but I feel like we see that shit all the time. Pope says thinking about drugs is gross and stupid. I mean, if that's not your experience, that's not your experience. But I'm not gonna sit here and say that it's gross and stupid, because if that is someone's experience and that's what they want to write about, that's artistic expression, and that's the point of art. Yeah, if that's not your lifestyle, that's not your lifestyle. You do you. I'm not mad at that. At the same time, I'm not gonna sit here and judge someone's experience or life based on their artistic expression, and that's just what it is. And if we gotta get the Pope out of here, bro, I'm down to get the Pope out of here. Pope, hey, bro, this might not be the place for you. I gotta be honest with you. This might not be as much as we love having you in here. We're trying to keep things positive in here, and if that's not your experience, that's not what you like, that's totally fine. But at the same time, I what do you mean I can't handle it? I can handle it. Look at the smile on my face. I'm having a great time. I'm listening to music that I like and music that I enjoy. But if we got to get you out of here, we got to get you out of here. We're trying to keep the vibes good. We don't want the Pope in here preaching. I got no problems with you guys coming in and telling you how you feel. But come on, if it's not your thing, it's not your thing. Let's just get you out. Like, I don't want to have to, but bye. I'm not like, that's not the vibe we're here for. Sorry, bro. Kid Spyro, that was a good song. I enjoyed it personally. KIID Spyro on Instagram. Go follow that man. The song was hard, and it just is what it is, bro. Like, you can't. What are you gonna be mad at for? Like, fucking get out of here. Endgame, Terencio, Princey up next. He really wouldn't have liked any of the music we were playing here, so I just did him a favor. If you want to submit your music, just make sure you use this link right here. I know who Trueno is, but if you want to submit it, feel free to use this link. Peace to the Pope. We put him in his Pope mobile and got him the fuck out of here. Endgame up next. I did enjoy the song a lot. I didn't think it was negative at all. Look, I've told you guys before, I'm a fucking savage. We will get people out of here if they ain't right. Yeah, we're playing independent artists. If you want to submit, just make sure you use this link right here. This one's actually really tough. I love the feeling of it. I love the mix on the vocals here. Damn, I wish I would have asked the Pope some more questions about the Catholic Church. Kid Spyro, I'm fucking dead. I do know Trueno, not personally, but I've heard his music before. This is really cool. It's like I kind of hear a mixture of a bunch of different styles and types of hip-hop artists in this, from production to the actual like lyrical aspect of it too. The chant vocal in there is nice. Hey man, if that's his preference, that's his preference. I'm not here to judge that either. I'm not about to say anybody's acting is sus if that's the life he lives. That's what he likes. That's what he likes. Nothing wrong with that. Ooh. I want people to live their genuine lives and be happy. That's all I want in my life. Enchant my actual voice. Hard. That's fire. That's hard. That's what I'm saying, kids, but I'm with you on that too, bro. If that's your thing, that's your thing. I'm not over here tripping on anybody's way and choice of living their life unless unless it's hateful and horrible. And in that case, I'll fuck with you. I want people to be able to live their real, true, authentic selves and be happy and free, because that is what being human is. And we only have one life, so why the fuck would you pretend to be something else you're not your entire life? That sounds miserable. You know what I mean? Just like be who you are. And we should be fine with that. Take yourself home, Corbin Adler. Look, you might not like me if you don't agree with these things. I'm gonna say it again. This might not be the place for you. Like, I am who I am, and I'm gonna say what I say. It is what it is. Like, it's not that deep. It doesn't do shit to my life. That's what I'm saying, Kid Spyro. Submission could absolutely be instrumental. Corbin Adler, I'm a fan of this artist already. I've been a fan of this artist, for real. Thank you for checking my posture, because it's poor. At best. Mike G, that's the goddamn truth, bro. You listen to McGee for a living. That sounds like a very peaceful, yet kind of sad job, in all honesty. No beat or vocals, just silence. That shit exists on Spotify. Mix on this is actually really nice. Vocal sounds really nice and comes through well. Cause everything's on fire. God forbid I fuck my whole life. Okay, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more priority songs, and then we'll start doing free bumps from the chat, alright? Goddamn, God bless. I like the fact that it feels like we're in the same room together on this one. Nice vocals, Donnie Boy. If you want to submit, just make sure you use this link in the chat. Faraz, just make sure you submit it in this link, alright? Songs bring me peace as an adolescent. Take your time, my love. Take yourself home. Maybe the only thing I'd like to hear is more harmonies, especially as it builds into the second half of the song. If that happens already, ignore me, but it doesn't have to be your songs. Love the production on this as well. Shout out to Then He Turned Around, who produced this one. Look. Look. It will take you 8 to 10 months to get anything back from me. That's not necessarily true. I would do it. Like, I've already told people, if you ever want me to just do some shit, send it to me, and if I have the time to do it, I'll fucking do it. I'm trying to release some beats this year, I think, on streaming under a pseudonym that I will not tell anybody, but just a instrumental profile, I think. We'll see. Love the arrangement on this. Kid Spyro, it's just what it is, man. It's like that sometimes. Creativity is just not one of those things you can force, you know what I mean? The production on this, the arrangement on this is beautiful. The vocal sits really nicely. I think all around, this one's just really well done. It's definitely in the playlist. Let me just make sure I actually put it in there. It's definitely in the playlist of the songs we found on Twitch, and I'll definitely be considering that for content tomorrow as well. Really beautiful. It's a look, I think just being a creative, and this is like something that's taken me a really, really long time to get around myself just in my own career, but like, I think being a creative, it's hard to force creativity, because it's just like, you know, there's times where you don't want to make anything, and like, it's just hard for you to get past your own mental blocks. For me, like, I hit a wall where I just couldn't write music anymore, because I just, every time I would sit down and try and write something, I would just kind of hit this wall of being like, it's not good enough, or these lyrics aren't what I want to say, or it's not getting the point across the way I wanted to get a point across. And I just hit a wall, you know what I mean? And I just couldn't write like that anymore. And it was years before I found a way to actually find myself as a writer again. And even now, I don't really do it that much, because it's not something that I always want to do. But every now and then, I'll hit like a fucking lick and just be like, all right, like I'm gonna get this shit out. Like I'm gonna get a bunch of fucking songs written, or I'm gonna sit down and make like 3 songs in a weekend. It just happens like that sometimes. It's the same with producing. Sometimes I'm just too tired and I don't have it in me. And it's hard for me to like find that inspiration. So like that's the thing I was trying to tell people. Just give a little bit of, you got to give a little bit of grace to creative people, because it's hard. It's a difficult thing. Like you really take a piece of yourself and try and pull it out. I mean, even if you're working with somebody else, it's taking your experience and pulling it out. If it feels like work, it's hard to be creative. Best work I've done when it's happened when I'm not trying, it just feels right. And that's the way it should be. Music shouldn't be a thing that's forced, or it shouldn't be a thing that's forced. And I think it's tough now, especially when content creation is such a big part of it as well, where it's like really like you're not only creating the art, which is difficult enough in the first place, but you got to create the content to push the art. And that can be even more exhausting. So it is, you know, it's finding that balance, I think. And that's the important thing for you guys as artists and as creatives. Like you really need to find the balance so that you're feeding yourself and like emotionally and giving yourself enough space to like be a person and live life and find inspiration, but at the same time also be able to create. And treat it like a job in a sense, and treat it like a business, because you do. If at the end of the day, if you want to be a professional artist, it is a business, and there are certain aspects and things that you'll have to do if you want to succeed in it that are the same as running a business. So you do have to keep that in mind. But I think from the creative standpoint, it is finding that balance between like, all right, like I have to create this thing in this time frame for this thing. And sometimes it actually just makes a little bit more sense to prepare before you get into rollouts. And that's the thing I've been talking to artists a lot about this year or this past year, is just like, if you are getting into a rollout, try and do all your shit for the rollout before you start, because that'll allow you more space to focus on the other things, like either creating new music or creating content around the music that you're pushing, if you haven't already done it, which you should. But if you are trying to finish everything while you're also putting music out, that is where it gets really difficult and can be exhausting. So just try and find that balance, but also understand, like, if you want to do this professionally, there is an aspect of this where you have to look at it like a business and treat it that way, and keep a to-do list and keep a schedule and keep a calendar. You know what I'm saying? Can I give more details on a rollout? Yes, but it is going to take me a long time. So let's just try and get through more of these songs first, because we've got another 6 priority subscribers to get through before I can get into free bumps. And I would love to get some free submissions done anyway. This is Leap of Faith by Chasey the Illest. Let us know what you think in the chat. I've seen the video for this song, right? I think you sent the video in for this and we supported it on the Kayvan's House page, if I'm remembering correctly. Right? I'm gonna scroll down because I think we did, but I might be wrong.
Chase don't jump, Chase don't jump. Look, that was my conscience speaking. Picture this.
It's this,
on
right?
the cliff with every single day.
Yeah.
Wide awake, but you steady dreaming. Can't
I recognize
with all the
this.
Screaming and got this far, but the journey seeming scary now when the fans is feeling. Who the fuck?
Hell yeah.
Who the fuck I'm kidding?
Well, I'm
I
gonna
ain't got
play
no
this
fans,
song
I'm
because
the
I already know I
hottest
like this song.
Ego small, what I'm talking about, I don't believe in me.
I remember the first time I heard it still, and I really enjoyed it then. Let us know what you think in the chat.
Here's my stress, so we second guess my fucking intellect. My dreams, the weapon, and my suicide.
Shout out to Heaven Saint, who said, who produced the Heaven Saint.
Another angel with his wings cut off. There's a pilot before we get to heaven. Round is so full of bleeding hope. This with dreams dying, I ain't got a second. Value time like a diamond precious. I'm between a rock and the diamond precious.
Hey, I'm Sam, what's going on? Big Mazes is fire.
Yeah.
This is a good
You
one.
don't know a gem until the diamond press yo. Greasy fingers on my detonator. I've been trying to blow for a long time. The difference is I want the industry. I want a middle finger to my enemies. I want the government to fucking mention me. I want the world to know you never ended me.
Mike G says, I fuck with this. You got a fire rap voice, fam, and you keep spitting. Seriously, this is... I've enjoyed... I guess it's 2-3 songs now that I've heard from Chase the Illest. Gory, you did not... Yeah, I think you might have been second. You were early in the stream. If you want to watch the VOD tomorrow, it'll be up on my YouTube channel in the morning.
In the embassies with the Hennessy, I wish a niggas would intervene on the
I can't remember what I said now because it's been a pretty long stream, honestly. Lyrics of fire, flow is great, delivery style is really good. Maybe what I want is some ad libs, maybe some more just like doubles on certain parts of the vocal. But
euthanasia like a foreign child, I was steady snapping. Pardon me.
Euthanasia like a foreign child is kind of a bar. I've never heard somebody flip the word euthanasia like that before, I don't think. Yeah, hey, make sure you submit in the link. Thank you. Great job. We playlisted that one. Again, Chasey the Illest on Instagram. Make sure you go follow if you're rocking with that one. Definitely going to be keeping up with you, bro. I think like everything I've heard so far, I've been pretty impressed by. He's from Detroit. Lil Main, Mike the 7th, which I think is something that stood out to me initially too, because I've not heard a lot of artists from Detroit who really make music like that. Rudy? No, please don't do it through the Discord server. We can listen to something from Russia, but you gotta submit it using this link in the chat. Some female BGVs would be cool. Out of Naptown, we got Low Main from Mike the 7th. I'm saving this one too. You guys are definitely delivering on the underground hip hop sound tonight. You gon' need a ladle for the sauce. Working hard is how you make it to a boss. Make it to a boss, yeah. Niggas really ready for a loss. Close curtains when they clap. All right, we're not gonna do any more Wheel of Name bumps because I want to try and get into the free ones when I get a chance. Words of encouragement, just keep practicing. Everybody's voice starts off kind of weird, if I'm being honest, and it finds time to find that right vocal tone. Just keep playing with your vocal. Treat it like an instrument, you know what I mean? Think about it like that, and don't try and force a voice out of yourself that doesn't feel natural. Try and find that natural voice and natural sound. That's for you, not OSHA approved. Yeah, it takes a long time. Like that is like one of the constant things of being a vocalist. You just got to keep working on it and don't be discouraged. No one gets it the first time, or you know, some people do, but it's very rare that people get it the first time. Can you turn on Friendly Thug? Yeah, if you submit it in the Google form again, or not in the Google form, sorry, submit it on Nero, which is where we're pulling all of our submissions from. We got EXO up next. This is Touch, co-produced with me and my friend, coming soon. I'm excited to hear this one because the first EXO song we listened to today was very fire. I love the drum break you used on this already. XOXO_ on Instagram. Oh yeah, bro. You got it. You fucking got it, bro. Of course. Thank you for submitting and using our new process, man. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Bro, you got it. The music is really cool. It's very different. It's very unique. It kind of combines a bunch of really amazing styles and sounds. I'm amazed I haven't heard of you before, and I'm really glad that I've heard you now. XOXO_ on Instagram. Just make sure you go follow if you're rocking with us. I'm super excited to hear more music from you for sure, because these have been really cool. I really like this, and the production's amazing. Oh, bro, the speed up towards the end here is really nice too. It's like a sonic world that you're kind of putting us in. It's pretty cool, honestly. Like I've been very impressed by both of the submissions from you tonight. Run It Up by Jay Breeze. We got another one
with MSC Cruises.
Let us know what you think. And guys, we're getting close to the end of the paid skip queue, so thank you if you've done a paid skip queue today. I want to say we got up to it's like 15 to 20 paid skips, which is kind of tight. Once we get through these next 4, we'll do some free skips. We won't get that many though, so sorry. It's just we got a lot of paid skips today, and it's like that sometimes. We are back on Thursday though from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern time, so make sure you stay tapped in. Give us a follow. Go join the Discord if you haven't. Go follow us on Kayvan's House if you haven't, just to keep up with all the things that we're doing. More content and more ways to submit your music to me for free if you did not get played today or if you don't get played today on stream.
Had to recover cause I didn't stray too far. Couldn't get out of my own
Oh, bro, this is the one for me from you. Like vocally, this style is very good. It fits your voice perfectly.
I thought this shit was really meant a lot to me. Gotta blame myself, cause all the signs were showing. I thought we would've made it to the end. How the fuck you changed up? I would never know. Cause in the end you didn't want me. Now I wanna
some lyric, there's maybe some lyric changes that I'd make. Certain bars. But that's just practicing songwriting. Yeah, we're gonna try and get as many as possible. You know, I can't get through everybody. We just started using this new platform, but just for context, we were at like 20,000 submissions on my previous submission form, and we usually get through about I want to say maybe 35 to 40 songs a stream, but maybe a little bit less today. We'll get there.
time and ain't no giving up. I found everything I lost soon as I gave you up.
I do like this one from you, Jay Breeze. This is probably, this is a standout for me from you specifically.
Run it up, run it up. I'ma go and run it up, run it up, run it up. I'ma go and run it up.
Again, Jay Breeze Beats, JBREEZZ Beats, all Z's on Instagram. Make sure you tap in and go follow if you're rocking with this one. Really solid. That's probably my favorite song that I've heard from you so far. Definitely recommend you doing more in this space and leaning into this trap soul vibe because I think it fits your voice really well. Skid God, I appreciate you for chilling and thank you for submitting multiple songs as well. I don't have a problem with that in the slightest. Trackhead, Tough G up next. Let us know what you think in the chat. We're gonna hit that house vibe. And again, for anybody who has not joined the community on Instagram, make sure you go submit in my songs you found on the comments content as well. Because if the song is out and on Spotify, I'm going to listen to it for that content series and playlist. So there's a lot of playlist opportunities for you guys out there, especially with our community that are free. So just make sure you take advantage of them as well. This is not the only way to get played or get heard or playlisted, okay? Yeah, I fucking love this. This is very cool. Well, welcome to the community. It's nice to have you. There are going to be way more opportunities, too, in the Discord that'll be coming this year. We're going to start doing some really, really cool live things with guests in there for you guys to ask questions and do Q&A stuff, too. I'm not gonna ban you for that. We just banned Pope for giving bad vibes in the chat. That's really the only thing I'm gonna ban people for is being rude or preachy in the chat, because we don't need to do that shit. We can just all like be people here and enjoy each other's company. And he was just being a fucking vibe kill, bro. So the Pope had to go. That was all. You come in here with good vibes, though, you won't get kicked. Tough G, this is very good, bro. It's a very easy listen. Maybe a vocal sample in there just to fill up some of this empty space. That's it. Vacate the Vatican. We put him in his Pope-mobile and we sent him packing. DJ Tough G on Instagram. I am bouncing right now. Can't find a vocal for the life of me. Go find a vocalist. Go find one, bro. You're in London. There's hella vocalists out there. All you gotta do is fucking just go look at Piri and Tommy and go just find a vocalist that's working in that group of people and go try and hit them up and see if they can hop on it. You know what I'm saying? This is sick though, honestly. I mean, you could even get a rapper on this if you really wanted to go for that. Bro, you need some of that on there. That's the only thing I'll say. The quintessential house rap combo from the UK. A real MC on it. You don't have to put vocals on this, but it's hard. It is very much for the club. I enjoyed this one a lot. Skit says, I'll murder this. Trackhead by Tough G out of London in the UK. Make sure you go follow if you're rocking with that one. Very, very good work. We got Forever by American Icon. Demo, looking for any notes or constructive feedback. This is another one from our guy Roger Songbird in the chat, so let us know what you think in the chat. Yeah, I mean, I could hear the vocal loop. I could hear a rapper on it. You don't need it. It's not the end of the world without it by any means. But I think for me, sometimes I just think about, for people who don't listen to that genre first and foremost, that eases them in sometimes. So that's it. But great job. And thank you. If you're out right now, have a great rest of your night. This is American Icon with Forever. Bruh, I don't know who it is that your rock music reminds me of, but it's like kind of Marilyn Manson. Don't even worry, bro. Have you not heard me swearing this whole time? I've probably said fuck like 100 times on this stream already. Don't you even worry about it. If you're in here, you're gonna hear bad words for 2 hours straight. But I appreciate the warning. That's real. This is pretty cool, bro. This is pretty cool. We're almost at the free bump section. Sorry, we got more paid skips today than I was expecting. I guess people like the new submission process. I mean, I think we need some more weight on the bass line and the guitar line on this one. Terencio, man, I appreciate you. You have a great rest of your night. We're back on Thursday if you want to tap back in. But if not, have a great rest of your week and be safe out there, all right? Bro, this reminds me of Beck, almost. I know that's kind of a crazy thing to say, but there's definitely like a Beck-esque feeling, especially to the production style. Drum break and guitar and bass remind me of Beck. Vocal, not so much. It's really cool, and like, again, like this rock stuff for me with you feels like it's just so standout and different than everything else that I hear. And you already know I fuck with the rap stuff too, but to me, there is just something about this like rock project of yours that like, it just feels like it's gonna really catch people's attention. Hayden, thank you. I'm very thirsty. I've not had enough water today. Make sure you guys are hydrating too. Ah, delicious. I think we've only got two more skips, and then we'll do like, I don't know, like 5 to 10 minutes of free ones, which will be 5 to 7 songs. We'll do 60 seconds. It's like more of a rapid fire mode for the free skips. And Eddie, I may need your help on that front as well, just because it's gonna, I'll try and do it, but actually I should be okay. I should be okay. You know what? It's like there's parts of it that actually kind of remind me of Tyler a little bit too, which is cool. It's just so like unique. I don't know. Like I can hear all the different influences musically that you've pulled from, but it's all put together in a really tasteful way and in a way that does not feel like anything else that I listen to at all right now. Really, really exciting stuff, man. I don't really have too much feedback on the mix. I think it's just a little bit more weight on the bass, drums, the rhythm section. And then a little bit more on the electric guitar too, just to really like dirty it up even more and just make it like just bite a little bit more than it does. But yeah, the show's cool, man. 2 for 2 for me right now. All right, Chris Moon, My Nova Matter, and then Higher Than Expected by Shelby Ruga. And then I'll explain while we're listening to Shelby, or before we play the Shelby song, how this is going to work for the rest of the stream. Chris Moon, My Nova Matter. Let us know what you think in the chat. Chris, I think I've listened to your music as well. This artwork is sick. Is this an instrumental?
I said,
nope.
Mind over matter is a hard thing. The more you think
this is tight already.
I said, I feel it on a summer's night. The more I talk about it.
Yeah, I'm saving this. This is going in the playlist for now.
Why?
Can BandLab work for me? Yeah, I can play a BandLab link as long as it's something I can open. Very Mac Miller vibe, says Roger Songbird. Chris Moon, self-produced. Welcome to the chat, my guy.
Before it goes, I see the moment pass.
Really, really great production work.
I feel the quicksand sink. It's up to my nose.
Chris X Moon. Yeah, I haven't actually listened to this. I've just seen your content on social recently. And I just thought it was really cool. It's just stylistically, like aesthetically, like there's a whole through line and I like that about it.
I can't even see what's above and the skies below. Cause I see it go.
Great job. Really cool. Really different.
Cause I feel like that's what is going on. The clock ain't ticking how we used to. I got no hands to hold.
A very easy listen. Definitely hear the Mac Miller vibes in this as well.
I'm feeling blue, swampy and strange, baby. I'm feeling stuck in a loop. Doing the same thing, reading, looking for a clue, but I'm stuck on the same page. Deja vu is no longer my friend. Got me feeling insane, baby. Mind over matter is a hard thing.
Now this is like a very, very cool song.
I feel it on a summer's night. The more I talk about it. Why? it's always over. It's always over when you pass your car.
This is cool. Sounds a lot like Mac for real. I like yes and no. Maybe in the vocal a little bit more so than the production. The production feels like something altogether different. Like it almost reminds me more of like some like jazz-esque bands like Bad Bad Not Good, who I really like. More so than it does like Mac's music, like even his later music, which like leans maybe a little bit more jazzy in the production style, but this leans way more jazzy. We're very inspired by Outkast for this song. Yeah, that's probably closer from a production standpoint, in all honesty. All right, so our last priority skip of the night, and we've already gotten through, what, like 30 to 30, 29, 28, 30 submissions, something like that. Yeah, Q-Tip, I could hit Q-Tip Tribe Called Quest on that. So for the next part, after we get through this last paid skip, we're going to do free bumps from the chat. So if you are in the chat, what I need you to do now is put your artist name in the chat. We've only got about like 10 minutes of that, so I'll try and get through as many songs as possible. It's usually more of a rapid fire mode, so we'll do about 60 seconds of each song, okay? But if you want to get bumped up, put your artist name in the chat right now. We're going to build a secondary queue, put you guys in that priority queue while we listen to this one from Shelby Ruga, who we love, and this is a new song from her, so you guys are going to get a very, very new and exclusive listen.
I think it's time to go on D&D.
Okay, give me a second to catch up with the chat, you guys, too.
Way too damn much. Riding dirty on a 713.
Hey.
My niggas told me come and hit the club. I got a body in my passenger. She rich as fuck, she smell like lavender. She said I gotta be as high as her. I took a pill and now I took a pill and now I'm higher than expected.
Eddie, for you, it would be great if in the future it did not reload after bumping something up into the queue, purely just for smoothness of being able to do it quicker. That's all. It's not a huge deal though. This shit goes crazy. Let us know what you think in the chat. Shelby is so fire, bro. Your music is amazing. I say this every time we listen to something from Shelby. You gotta just understand, like, I am a huge, huge fan of Shelby's music. And have been for a while. Like, we're really, like, day one Shelby Ruga fans. And, it's not changed at any point. I really, really thoroughly enjoy Shelby's music every time I listen to it. Hayden, I got you. Alright, cool. If you're in the chat and try to get bumped up for free, just make sure you put your artist name in the chat. If you have not done it already. If you've done it already, I got you. And it looks like we have 9 or 8. Shelby, is this one going out on major stage? On the distro side? Let me know. I've been meaning to hit you about that. Because man, do I fucking love your music. Just know I'm a big Shelby Ruga fan. Oh shit, I didn't mean to end it that, but I guess I cut it off early. Real Shelby Ruga on Instagram. Make sure you go follow. I am such a big fan of this artist and her music. It's also all amazing, just all so amazing. Real Shelby Ruger on Instagram. All right, like I said, for this next run of songs, we are going to try and go through in more of a rapid fire mode. So expect only like 60 to 90 seconds of each song, but we're going to try and get through as many of these as possible. All right, before 8 o'clock is when I end, but I started. It says I've got 8 minutes on the clock, so we'll do 8 songs. Upheld Impressions, Moss, to start off. If you want us to start somewhere other than the beginning, just let me know in the chat when we get into a song. If not, we're just going to start from the beginning and get as much as we can. All right. We'll still pull up socials as we go, so if you hear something like, make sure you go follow it. And if you are in the chat still and want to try want to get bumped up, you can, but I can't guarantee we'll play every song.
Cause if you were watching, I would not be.
I do like this one. Slightly too much reverb and delay on the lead vocal, for my personal taste. You could probably cut it down ever so slightly on the reverb delay, and it would just make that lead vocal pop through just a little bit more. And I think it's mostly because you have so much reverb delay on that background vocal that it feels like all of the sound is kind of bouncing around just a little bit too much. But I really like your vocal delivery, and I really like your vocal tone. That is something that stood out to me, because I have listened to this before. I'm pretty sure you put this in the release calendar form, and I listened to it. But I do think for me, the thing that I work on a little bit more is just the vocal mix. If you were rocking with that one, make sure you go follow the Manny_Moss_ on Instagram. I might have actually supported something from that project and the new music Who This playlist on that Friday too. She's Hunting, Base C up next. Let us know what you think. Like I said, rapid fire mode right now, so we are going to go through things a little bit quicker. See, if you have to tell me it's a long intro, then maybe the intro is too long. That's the question I'm gonna pose to you. If you need to tell me to skip the intro, is the intro too long? I don't know. I love it when we get into the song, though. Yeah, it is too long. It's okay. That happens all the time. And there's nothing wrong with a long intro. I just think you need to be mindful of it if you are growing an audience still. Sometimes they won't make it that far. I'm saving this one because I really love this once it gets started. And I'm going to follow you on Instagram right now, too. Base C Music from Paris. Bonsoir. Or I guess bonne nuit now. J'aime Paris. It's je... I guess new. Fuck, man. I'm trying to practice my French. Nous voyageons à Paris. I don't know how to say as much as possible, but as much as possible. Sorry, I'm still trying to. I don't practice with a lot of people, so I'm always on Duolingo, so I can read it and understand it. I think better than I can actually speak it. But you know, it is what it is. I really love this song too. It was definitely an easy save. We put that in the playlist. Base C Music on Instagram. Thank you. I'm getting there. It's the grammar part that's really hard for me with languages. Breathe, featuring Young DCPR. When you want to feel good, we come to Paris. Like, I used to live in England. I grew up in England, right? So we come to Paris like as much as I can, my wife and I. Bro, it's so hard. It's so hard, but also the pronunciation of it. It's like all sounds the same, like comprendre, and then comprendre, and then comprendre. It's all very similar. But I kind of love that too, because it does kind of make it easier, because I could just say the wrong conjugation of it and still probably be right. Alright, little skits, breathe. Vocal mix is what could improve for me on this, I think, a little bit more. I do think you could work on delivery a touch. I love the beat choice. Yeah, I'm getting there, bro. I'm like 700 plus days in on French. So reading it makes a lot of sense to me. Also, just getting around Paris. It's not that hard to get around Paris with basic French, I think. But you really just need to know je voudrais, and fucking parlez-vous anglais? Merci. I will say, this song's kind of hard. Once you get to the chorus, production is really nice too. I think the vocal mix could have improved just a little bit, just to accentuate the vocal. I always tell people this, like, make sure your vocal is the star of the show in the mix. I don't know that I got enough of the vocal in that mix to really keep me in, but I think the overall idea of the song was really solid. The production maybe felt slightly outdated, just versus like contemporary hip-hop production now, even if we're thinking about that more Griselda type of soul sample based thing. So that would maybe be my only real qualm, is just from a production standpoint, picking something that felt a little bit more current. But overall, not mad at like the vibe, and I would love to hear more music from you just so I can get an idea. But I feel like I get an idea of like what you're going for. I just think it's like updating the production style a little bit more. Miss Me, Shan Aberdeen up next. I don't think we'll get to it today, Skit, but make sure you send it in some of my other things too, and we'll definitely check it out. Miss Me, Shan Aberdeen up next. Let us know what you think in the chat. I actually playlisted this past weekend when it came out. out of Scarborough, which is just outside of Toronto, if you guys know anything about Canada. I think this is already in my playlist. I might have actually free skipped this the other day as well. But regardless, it's in the playlist, and it definitely went in the New Music Who This playlist this past week too. And Basie, thank you. I like always, every time I came to Paris, I was like, yo, like Americans will be like, Parisians are so rude. Parisians are rude because Americans don't give a shit or try to fit in at all into the culture of the city. And so like that's always been my thing. If I go somewhere, I want to make sure that like I don't feel like a tourist to the people who live there, because I don't like tourists all that much in New York either. So just feeling like a part of the city is something I always wanted to do. Yeah, no problem at all. I really loved this song. I think we all geeked out about it too while we were listening to it. I kind of vaguely remember I was listening to it on stream and everyone being like, yo, this shit is so crazy. Yeah, you know, like that's the thing. I don't think it's that French people are really that rude. I just think like if you don't make an effort at all, they're gonna be like, what the fuck? Stupid American. Miss Michelle Aberdeen, sorry for the horrible French accent that I just did. I'm Shan on Instagram. Shan Aberdeen. Hey, I'm Shan, 2 N's on Instagram. Wait, why the fuck am I not following you off this page? I don't know if that's true or not. Nah, we are following you. Fucking Instagram's so dumb, bro. All right, Independent, Eli Montana up next. We have 2 minutes left, so we'll get this one and one last one. We are going to go on a raid after this, so stick around. I'm going to take you guys to another music streamer who I love. I think tonight is the night that I'll probably raid Big Duck, who I think is on right now as well. I'm trying not to raid him as much this year because I did like 50 plus raids last year to his channel, and I'm a big fan of his, but that's too much. It was OD. Independent, Eli Montana. I fuck with this artist, bro. We listened to another Eli Montana song the other day that I saved too. But I'm enjoying it. Hayden, we might not get to it, bro. I'm sorry if we don't. It looks like Newly is probably going to be the last one today. But like I said, make sure you submit on some other places too. I won't be able to playlist if it's just on BandLab. But if you have music that's out, I would definitely suggest sending it through as well. Where is this fucking Instagram? 2 minutes and 5 seconds. I got you. D-Bells, I did not get to You Are on the Queue, but it looks like it's the last one on the queue, and we're going to end it newly, so I'm sorry. But just make sure you submit in some of my other free submission things as well, okay? And we're back on Thursday from 6 to 8, so just make sure you keep tapped in with the schedule. If you want to RSVP for the next stream, you can. You know, go to that tab, go to the upcoming tab, click Save, and you can get it. Maybe. I'm not going to tell you that I absolutely can, because honestly, I do have a full-time job as well in music, and so sometimes I don't get to the stuff that I miss on stream. But that's always why I'm telling people to submit to the other things where I guarantee that I'll listen to them, okay? I like this one from Eli Montana. Eli, Montanna on Instagram. Yeah, like I just don't like to lie to people, so like as much as I could say like I'll try, like I can't guarantee that I'll get to any submissions that you guys send me that aren't part of the series that I do consistently on social media. So again, go follow this page and then in the chat that I just put there as well. Newly will start at 2 minutes, you said. And if you want to submit on Discord, the community playlist is closed right now. You can put stuff in the music sharing tab, because I said that I was going to make more of an effort to try and check that more this year. But if you do want to submit for any playlists or anything, make sure you go follow us on Kayvan's House, because I post all of our free submission opportunities on there as well. And a lot of those are as easy as just commenting on the song. So always an option, okay? I actually love the way your vocal sounds on this. Not the biggest fan of the artwork, and mostly because of the fonts in the artwork. So if you are doing stuff on Canva, one of the things that you can actually do is go to this website, Behance, and there are actually a lot of really amazing free, like more like good fonts that you can download and then use in your content or in your artwork or anything. So I'd highly suggest for anybody who's using Canva free or Canva Pro, if you are looking for more ways to just kind of upgrade your artwork and design work, all you need to do is just go get a consistent font that you can use across the board. I did that with our brand at Kayvan's House. We have 3 fonts that we use consistently across all different types of content. So that's something that I would suggest doing as well. The song is pretty solid, but for me, Lido, I am literally about to get off right now. because you subbed though, we actually changed it as well, which you didn't actually get to see. Fonts in use, that's another one, says Eddie Mick. So you should check that out. Lido, if you want, just make sure you let me know. Like we're gonna come back on Thursday, so if you do have another one, let me know. But we did actually switch our submission and subscription thing, so we're not doing subs get bumped anymore. We're actually going to run everything through Nero from now on, and it went super well today. We got 65 submissions total, but we managed to get through 34 of those, which is like really, really nice. So yeah, in the future, we'll be doing everything through here. Just so for anybody who's joined who is like one of our longtime community members, we are switching things up slightly just to make things a little bit cheaper for you guys, because the Twitch sub has gotten more expensive, and I don't love that personally. So an amazing stream tonight. You guys are actually the best. Shout out to everybody who did the paid skip queue and submitted and got accustomed to the new thing. Like, honestly, like I wasn't expecting everyone to figure it out so quickly. So shout out to you if you did get it and you were here for it. Again, shout out to Eddie, aka Mick Mason in the chat, and Nero, the platform that he's built as well, because it is really cool and it did make everything way more streamlined. So I'm excited to do this again on Thursday from 6 to 8. Submissions will be open on Thursday. You guys will see the link for that in my stories and in the Discord when it's live on Thursday as well, or when it's going on Thursday. But we are going to go raid Big Duck right now. Like I said, one of my favorite music streamers. If you haven't, make sure you go join us on YouTube as well. I'm going to start bringing my streams over to YouTube soon. And also, we put a couple new interviews up there with artists from the community. We've got shorts going up. We have all kinds of cool stuff happening on YouTube, so make sure you hop over there as well. YouTube VOD of this stream will be up tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern time. All right, so we're going to go on this raid for Big Duck Energy Music. Make sure you come through with us, and we'll have some more fun. See you guys. Thank you so much for a great stream. Be safe. Have a great week. And if you haven't listened to this song, just know you're going to be hearing a lot of it from me. Shout out to you, Lido, too. I appreciate you. Yeah, anybody who's subscribed still the old way as well. Like, I appreciate you guys for being in it. We are going to go over on this raid, so come through with us if you are in the chat right now. We're going over to our homie, Big Duck Energy Music, who is truly one of my favorite music streamers outside of myself. So just hit that come on the raid button. I see 12 coming, but let's get it up to 20. I don't know. It says there's 40 in the chat, but that seems crazy. So if you are just chilling, if you're looking for another place to send you music in, make sure you come through to Big Duck stream with us. We're heading over there very shortly, though my raid button has disappeared. So whatever this timer runs out, we'll go over. It's just not happened yet. I think it'll be like 15 seconds, then we'll be gone. So come on this raid. I have no idea. I can't even see how many of you are coming with us right now. All right, 5 seconds and we'll go on. Come with us. Come with us.
I just been satisfied and I can't feel a thing. Cause of all these girls up on me.